Hey everybody, welcome back, or hi if you're new. I'm Katie. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. Recently at the end of 2021, I found myself a little bit in a planner rut. I love my classic vertical. It's good for so many things, but I just found that my life had changed a little bit. I was wanting to track and plan different things that maybe I hadn't done 5 years ago. And I just felt like it was time for a change. And I've tried a few different things here and there, but it really got me thinking. If you're new into planning or new specifically into Happy Planner or maybe in a planner rut, where do you go from there? And Happy Planner has so many different layouts, designs. You can take things off, add things in, mix things up, merge planners, transform them, franken-plan them, all those good things, right, to make them work for you. And wouldn't it be great to kind of go over all the different layouts and all the different things they have to offer, and maybe it would help to get you out of that planner rut, or kind of see if maybe something isn't a better fit, or if you're a new planner, what would fit into your life or what would work for you. Because really, that's what planning should be. It should be unique to you, right? What works for me may not work for you, and that's okay. It's really for us to plan our best lives. So that's what today's video is all about. It's all about looking at these different Happy Planner layouts so we can find a planner to work for us so we can plan our best lives. So I'm going to turn this camera around and we'll get started. Okay, first let's talk about sizes. So we have a big, which is basically your standard, a standard size sheet of paper will fit into this. So if you're new to Happy Planner, that is what this is. This is great. I think a great size for teachers, as a parent, or even a student, to punch papers that you get from school to put into here, or recipes or anything like that. If you just want to have printed material that you print off from somewhere that's given to you to keep track of things, maybe you're taking a class, a big is a great way, because it's the same size. You can punch it with a Happy Planner punch and stick it in, right? You have your classic, which is a little bit smaller. And then you also have your mini. There's also a skinny classic size. So that is about half the size of your classic in the mini. Okay, but these three are the most popular sizes. So depending on your needs, you know, if you are really looking for a small on-the-go planner that is going to fit into a bag, a purse, a tote, this might be a better bet. So those are just the sizes, just to get started. So let's get into the layouts. So first is kind of like the classic vertical layout, right? Where you have your 3 boxes, your dates across the top, your 3 boxes. This planner, I think, is perfect as a catch-all planner, your at-home planner. If you want to break up your day into maybe AM, afternoon, evening, it's a great way to kind of do that, and you can just work across. I think it's great as a mom or parent planner. You could even divide it up into maybe the children that you have. I think it's great for teachers, journaling. I would say teacher, depending on how many classes you teach. This may not work for that, but if you only teach a couple classes, this could be perfect. Journaling, I think that this would also work. And social media, you could break this up into Instagram, YouTube, Patreon, or Pinterest, or Facebook, or whatever else that you do, which is actually how I will be using this planner for this year in 2022. It also has a monthly layout, so it's perfect for putting brain dumps, appointments, scheduling things. This is just like a good planner. I mean, this is kind of Happy Planners, I would say, bread and butter. I think a lot of people use this planner. It's a great planner. Next is the horizontal. So let me pull, sorry, I've used some of this. Let me open it up to a page that's not used. So you have your monthly, just like with your vertical. This is one from last year. It was the Born to Shine with the hollow. Just your traditional horizontal layout. I think this would be perfect for a home planner, right? Just your catch-all home planner for work or journaling, because you kind of have this nice big space to write in. You could also use this for wellness. I think so many things. This again is kind of like a good bread and butter planner, and this comes in all three sizes, the big, the classic, and the mini. So that is perfect for that. Next up, we have the dashboard layout. So again, you have your monthly layout, just like the rest. And then this is the dashboard layout. And this planner I'm going to use this year as my home planner. I think this is perfect as a catch-all, a mom or parent planner, something you can use at home. You could even leave this on your desk instead of a wall calendar. Errands, things to get done. You can cover these headers up. A lot of people do to make it specific for them. You could do meal planning here, appointments. I think there's so many ways to make this work for you and what you need at home. But I also think it would be perfect for work. You could change errands if you don't have errands to run at work to, maybe tasks, or, you have calls and emails, focus on meetings. If you have a job where your schedule changes, you work different shifts. I know when I was a nurse, I would work different days of the week even. So it's perfect because you could change that here. So I think this would work as a home planner, a catch-all planner, a parent, mom planner, work planner. I also think it would work great as a social media planner. I know a lot of people use this and just change up the left side to work for them for social media. So I think that is if you have any of those needs, this would be a great planner for you. Next up is the monthly planner. So let's take a peek. With all the planners, you have your monthly overview. And then in this monthly, and I don't know, they may look a little bit differently. I don't know that I have another monthly for this year. But this one has habits over here, monthly goals, check it off, note to self, jot it down, top priorities, and then a little lined section. And then you get into just these like great checklists, right? And then you have some lined paper, a end sheet, and then it would go back to the month. So I feel like this monthly planner would work so well as a work planner. If you just have like appointments, important, days to remember, tasks, things like that, you could do that on the monthly page. And then you could, if you have priorities for the month, or maybe sales goals you need to hit, anything like that. Instead of tracking habits, it is maybe you need to send out newsletters or emails or anything. You could change this. You can change the headings to whatever you need. And then you can write down all that, you can just write down tasks that you need. Some people will actually label these Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, weekend. You don't need to do that. It could be, 1 week. You have 4 weeks here, whatever you want. That's the great thing. You can make this work for you. I think this would also work if you are a person who likes lists. If you, maybe you could use this as your home planner, appointments, important dates, but you really like to make lists. This would be great for maybe home projects, things with, if you have kids, with the kids, or if you're a pet parent, right? But you are a list maker and like to check things off. Perfect for you because it's list pages of list making. So I think this would also be perfect for that. I think this would also work really well if you were a caregiver for somebody. I know my mom is in charge of all the medical stuff for my grandma currently. And I think this would actually be a great planner for her because she could write down all my grandma's appointments in here. Maybe if there's important things that need to happen that she needs to do for her in the home, like maybe she needs to get her furnace checked, and it's just something that has to happen in the month, or she needs to schedule an eye appointment, whatever, right? And then different little tasks. Maybe she, has little projects she wants to do with my grandma in my grandma's house. So I think this would be perfect for that for a caregiver. We did talk about it being a home planner as well if you're a list maker, but I also think this would be a great planner for kids, for you to leave out, for your kids to also use, or for you to leave for them, right? They can come and take a look and see if there's appointments, if there's, you know, when their practices or games are, but also if you have chores for them. You could even label these with your kids' names, and they know that these are their chores for the week. I think that would also be another great way to use this planner. If you are on social media and you really want to plan your content, I think this is another great way, because you have the monthly overview. You can literally jot down what you want to post when. If you have any goals, like big overarching goals for the month, this page is perfect for that. You could check off every day that you post on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook. You could use it that way. And then you can break this down into days of the week if you wanted, and things to do, like maybe you need to film a video, edit, thumbnail, post on Instagram, post to YouTube, post to Facebook, and you can check it off. I think that would be another great way to use this planner. Then you have the Skinny Classic, which we talked about a little bit. The minis all, if they're a dashboard, a vertical, horizontal, all look like their bigger counterparts. This one's a little bit different, which is why I want to show it. So I have some receipts shoved in there. So your Skinny, this is already filled out a little bit, but you have this side right here with some dot grid you can fill in. You have a calendar for the month. This is so perfect for on the go. I already have an appointment written in, as you can see. The weekends are shaded, and then this is what your week looks like. So kind of a horizontal feel, great for on the go. I think it also would work as a home planner if you don't have a lot to track. You're minimalistic, you want something smaller, you just need to write appointments and maybe jot a few things down. Personally, I think this is great for on the go. You can track spending, shopping lists, things that you want to get from the store. You could use this as a faith planner, a verse of the day, a wellness planner, and jot something down, a gratitude journal. This would work in so many ways. I also like this as my on the go because I use it in conjunction with the Happy Planners envelopes that snap right in, and I keep cash and receipts in here, and it is the perfect on the go. So that's how I use mine. Okay, next up are two planners. So they're a little bit different, and actually we'll set this aside. So this is the lined vertical layout, and the reason I have a couple, I put some post-it notes for myself in here. I think that this would be perfect for a work planner. Again, monthly layout. You have this light, very neutral color block, and then I don't know if you guys can see, oops, it's lined. You could create your own hourly layout. I think this is perfect for either home or work, for someone maybe that likes to time block. Or if you work from home. So I partially work from home, and sometimes it can be a challenge when I'm home and the family sees that I'm home and wants to talk to me, interact with me, but I have work to do. And so I think this is perfect to time block, to say, you know, from noon to 4 is work time, and then I'll have a break, right? Like, I think this is so perfect for that. Or someone maybe who has a hard time focusing, using this as time blocking. That's how my brain sees this and how I will be using this planner this year. I think it works for any of that: home, work, working from home, and time blocking, which I also feel like that's why I also mentioned this, which is the vertical hourly layout. But this is like the girl with goals setup. But first, I want to flip and show you. We're going to skip this because it's already labeled from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Now, for some people that may not work, those times may not work, which I think is why this is a great alternative, because you could label it yourself, the lined vertical. But this is also great as a work planner, right? If you're a person that has meetings, you could put some tasks up here. Maybe if you have 2 important things that you need to do, and then you can time block, write your meetings down. I think this is perfect as a work planner. Also as a home planner, or a work from home planner, if you're someone who has a side hustle, or you need to block your time, or you have a lot of meetings, or maybe you have a child with special needs, or are a caregiver and you have a lot of, telehealth or appointments, phone conversations, Zoom meetings. This is perfect for that. This or the lined vertical. This in particular is interesting because this is really great if you want to work on goal setting. You can set your goals for a month. It will show you 3 ways I expect to achieve this goal, what worked last month, and how would you use those strategies this month, ways I expect to achieve the goal, what worked last month, same thing. So it gives you a few of those things to follow up on. So maybe there are things from last month that roll over. We all have those things. This is a spot for that. And then you get right into the week. And they also have extension packs. So that's why I like this. And then I'm just going to show you this extension pack, which is what I used this year a little bit, is the Girl with Goals extension pack. Don't mind that. You get your month. And so here is kind of what that looks like. It has the goals. It has your top priority list. So this is a little more in depth. It has a task list, a to-do list, and then it has your week with, this is filled out, obviously, with the time. So you can kind of time block. So just so you kind of give you an idea of how that would look filled out. So I think any of those are perfect, not just for work, but also for home. Next are daily sheets and extension packs. So I love a good daily sheet like this, or that came in the new undated. I think these are perfect. Things like these block pads, top 3 other to-dos, reminders, and notes. These wellness sheets. Okay, sorry, mild interruption. These sheets like this, the wellness sheets, focus on this week, numbers, just some notes, take time to reflect. And then it has habit trackers. Happy Planner has so many versions of this. I could probably pull out a dozen right now, sitting here. These today's sheets, all these kinds of things, these daily sheets, these plans, these are perfect for all the above, for work, for home life, for projects. Sometimes I will fill these out for my kids and give them to them, things if I need them to stay focused and get some things done, so I don't have to constantly remind them. It is written down. They can check it off the sheet. These are perfect for that if you have kids that can read, right? If you have home projects, if you and your partner or significant other are working on something together, this is perfect that you can write everything down and you each tackle stuff and check it off as you go. These don't just have to be for home or for work. There's so many other ways to utilize things like this to help make your life easier. I love these sheets. If you can't tell, I don't always share them on Instagram because a lot of times I will just rip things like this out and jot it down. I don't decorate it. It's very functional, but I think these are great ways to utilize some of these things. And again, you can pop it in your planner. You can Franken plan and make your own planner and kind of put these things in, but these are great ways to make your planning really work for you. So Happy Planner also has things like this, a shopping list. They have a household extension pack to track things, cleaning things, maybe changing your furnace filter, all the boring adulting things that we need to do. Things like this budget companion pack with expense sheets. These are all great ways that maybe you might not need a whole separate planner, but might help to make your life a little bit easier. Other planners that I think are great are budget planners. I mean, this is great for anybody trying to budget, or maybe you already budget, but you really want to keep track, something that maybe you or your significant other can look at. Maybe you have a business, a side hustle, whatever. A budget planner is a great place to start making your money work for you, to track, to see where your money goes, to tell your money where to go. I love budget planning. I know that sounds crazy, but something like a budget planner I think is super helpful if you need a little help, or maybe you want to save more, you have some financial goals. I think this is a great place to start. If not, they have extension packs that are also really great. Other planners that may be good for you are wellness. This has a monthly layout, and then it also has the weeks that says intention, nourish, movement, and take note. And so this is perfect for journaling, wellness. You can use it kind of as a fitness, as an overall wellness, as maybe healthy eating, whatever wellness means to you. Mental health, I think this is a great planner for you. Lots of other planners and journals that they offer. There's some that are prompted. There's this great one out this year that I don't have. It's yellow and it's a prompted journal. They have a recovery journal. There's lots of other ones that are in this realm of wellness that would be perfect depending on your needs. So that is definitely something to look into. Meal planning. They have a meal planning planner. So if maybe that is a goal of yours this year, you could utilize the monthly to plan your meals out, maybe plan dinners out. So you could even go back and look and see what you had. Recipes, ingredients, a grocery list, which is great. And then you can actually plan your meals. So if maybe you work in the food industry, your goal is health or weight loss or wellness, or maybe you just want to be better at meal planning for your budget, I think that this would be a great planner for you. And because it does have the monthly layout, you could use this as a catch-all. If you want to use this to track your appointments, but you also want a meal plan, this is another great option. They also have this recipe organizer. So if you're somebody who wants to, I don't know, start keeping track of recipes you've tried that you've really liked. Maybe you're someone who sees things on TikTok and you want to make the recipe and remember it. You can write it down and keep it in here. And then it is tabbed off on the side for different meals, like main dishes, side dishes, breakfast, all that good stuff. And then it's just really nice neutral recipe pages on the inside. So I also couldn't finish this video without talking about their notebooks. I love having a notebook just to jot things down, but also they have a new plans and notes, which is available on Amazon. They're pretty neutral. There's some that are colorful though too. They have this like different plasticky kind of cover and these solid discs. They're all undated. They come with stickers to date them. You get your perpetual calendar, very neutral. Some note pages. You have a monthly calendar. You have another lined page dot grid with these on the side. You have some tabs. There's 12 months. And then you have a ton of very neutral note paper. I think these are perfect for somebody who just needs a monthly overview. If you like something a little more simple, if you just need a brain dump or to keep track of appointments, meetings, whether that's at home or work. If you're a caregiver, I think that this would be a perfect planner for you. Maybe you need something, you have a child with special needs and you need to keep track of appointments or therapies. This would also be good if you have you just want something to keep track of a work schedule that changes. This would also be perfect. I think this would be perfect to leave out on a desk if you have kids as well. And then just you have this note paper in the back that you can jot grocery lists, task lists for work. I think this is perfect for any of those things. So I think that covers a lot of what Happy Planner has to offer. Of course, they have tons of covers, designs. They have stuff from Disney to neutral to more colorful. I tend to go for the more neutral options. So I hope if you're either new to planning or in a planning rut or looking to shake up your planning system a little bit, that you found this video helpful. Let me know down below what you plan on using for 2022. If this video changed your mind at all, if you're going to be adding something new in, or how you use some of these products. Let us know down below so we can all kind of see what you're using this year. So I just want to say thank you so very much for following along today's video. Let me know what you think of videos like this. Did you find this helpful at all? Does this change your mind on anything with your lineup? Something maybe you want to add in, do differently? Are you going to Franken plan something in to make your planner work for you? Let me know down below in the comments. I always appreciate your support. Thank you so much for following along. Give this video a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. You guys have a great week. Plan your best life, and I will see you next time. Bye.